We continue on the Domino's post-game report. Adam Cavalier alongside head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Chuck, a contest that comes down to rebounding. 21 offensive boards for the Bulldogs, leading to 22 second-chance points. I think if you were to look at the Bulldogs' efficiency numbers, it would have lined up for Carson-Newman, but really this one comes down to rebounding and to some extent turnovers.
Yeah. If it is what it is. It is what it is. And credit goes to Wingate for their physicality. We knew it was going to be a tough challenge because this is the tallest, longest team that Brian Good's had since I've been the coach here. And, when you come out there and their starting lineup is minus their point guard, 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", 6'8". And these aren't stick figures either. So we made a huge deal about our guys that, look, they're going to have the reach and length. We've got to try to, if possible, to hit them early, find them early, and limit seconds. And obviously we came up very, very short in that regard. One of the things about that, Kev, on some level we did a really good job defensively because they missed a lot of shots. You know what I'm saying? So that part was good, but the seconds and thirds just not good enough.
Yeah, I think if you look at it, you hold Wingate to 37% shooting, 38% from three. Those are two numbers that are below their averages.
Right.
Marco Haskins, he goes for 20 and 12, but not his guy came in shooting 59% from three. You hold him to 6 of 14 from the field, 3 of 7 from three. Do you take any solace in that? Or does the rebounding outweigh it?
Yeah, I do, because that was something we made a big deal about. We wanted to try to impact his play, and I thought we did. This team this season is all about a work in progress. It really is. And for us to start off this season 0-2 in sack play, these are experiences that we're trying to learn from. And obviously we've played two teams that I knew, Lincoln and now Wingate, I knew were being very, very tough. And these venues are very, very tough. And so I'm not discouraged. I just know we've got to continue to improve and grow and solidify because, as I said, I didn't know what the right word was. I hate to say rebuilding, but this was a redefining year at least. And we're very much still in that process.
An offensive performance where you're held to single-digit assists for a second straight game. What made sharing the basketball a little more challenging tonight?
Well, they did a really, really good job of limiting ball movement. They really did. Now, you're a lot of times what a defense does schematically impacts that assist number, as does shot making.
Yeah.
So it's always nice when you see high assists. A lot of times there's a direct question between that and the kind of defense that's being played. So their defense was very solid and stingy. Again, if you had looked at it coming into this game, and Coach Good made the comment after the game to me in the handshake line, like, man, he goes, he had said to me before the game that our defense is atrocious. In the scout, we thought that they weren't. You and I have talked about this is not your typical. And then he said to me in handshake, man alive, we defended today, And so kudos to them, and it's like everybody else. I mean, they're a team that's at home and had a really, really good crowd today, so they were excited and performed.
Mason Bates, a double-double with 10 points and 10 rebounds. The bulk of that comes in the second half. What about the performances of your two seniors, especially, to go along with Grant Teichman and an efficient 12 points?
They fought. I mean, these guys are fighting. They're fighting. We're just still trying to figure a lot out, it seems like. And, I know that you mentioned the 10 and 10 and all that, but Mason could care less about that. I know Mason that he's looking at that 5 turnovers.
Yeah.
I know Mason is looking at that opponent's 21 offensive rebounds. So the personal stuff is secondary completely to what our collective performance was in some other areas.
Turn your attention now to the LR Bears. Everett Sullivan's unit off to a very hot start. Just one loss on the year, and that was to a nationally ranked Queens team at home. Senior Layden, very good. What needs to improve from this one as you take on LR Wednesday night?
Well, we got to focus on us right now and the things that we can control. That's one of the primary teaching points we've made in this group. That, man, we've got to control the things that we can control and not stress or worry about things that we can't. And so, right now we're thinking about us. Obviously, we'll prepare and scout the opponent, and we know that they are I thought going into this year they were going to be really good. They're a veteran squad. They've got multiple junior, senior kids that have been there and are doing it right now in real time. So we know it's going to be a challenge. We got them twice last year, and at both times we were down significantly and were able to storm back and rally back and get wins. But so we know it'll be another tough one. We got to right now focus more on us and trying to learn and grow and figure out what we need to be controlling in a better way.
Chuck, pleasure as always. We'll talk to you Wednesday against the Bears.
Thanks, Cav.
That is